Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. The market has given us some clarity. We have temporarily at least broken out of the range here, but also here we have not maintained the price above the previous wave X high here from the at the 1680 level. We've just fallen below that. However, we have broken above the most recent high, and the move to the upside and the current consolidation would suggest further upside is likely. Already made you aware in yesterday's video that since we broke above the 1634 level, that this would be a good warning that is actually going up further, which it eventually then did. Yeah, that's why these pivot points, decision points are so important. But yeah, we had a bit of excitement yesterday and we saw the expected volatility from the Fed interest rate decision and Jerome Powell's speech. So hopefully you were prepared for some volatility. I talked about it the whole day. So there you go. And it seems at the moment that this wave 4 was already finished. So the market gave us a signal here that possibly the C wave ended here. And with that also the Y wave. So I stick with the count that we had. Just that the 5 wave move probably finished already the C wave instead of getting a long wave C. Now here with, I had a question, someone who asked, how could it be possible that a wave 4 finishes if it did not fulfill the minimum expectation? Well, actually, funny enough, it actually did here. You know, we did touch that support area already on the 18th of January. But at the time, I sort of complained a bit and said that it was not deep enough for a thorough and healthy wave 4. Now, it never got deeper, but it got much longer. So at the moment, you could make the case that it was due to the length. It was a well enough, good enough consolidation for this move to the upside. So at the moment, I'm still looking at another wave 5. Obviously, the forecast has been we push higher as long as we're holding the 1390 level. So we can currently see that. Don't think this uptrend is over yet. This is the key bullish support. And I will raise that key bullish support if we get a bit more clarity about the lower level wave structure now throughout today. But so far, the view remains that the trend is up and that as long as we're holding here this green support area, we can push higher. And that's currently what's working out. So we are pushing above the previous high, consolidating here at a pretty high level. And what could now be the count? So if you've watched the Bitcoin video already, you probably know I'm currently considering this as a 1, 2, here the 3, and then possibly here the 4. So 1, 2, 3, possibly now a 4 and a 5. The depth of the decline at the moment is quite shallow. So we can focus on it, on this particular count, as long as Ethereum stays above 1630. We've got a possible long entry here, but it's not a high probability one. This is purely the support area for which that Ethereum needs to hold for this count. We only have 3 waves up. There's a chance it reverses from here, but similar to Bitcoin, because this move up can also count as a corrective pattern. I could also count this entire thing as a triangle. Could put the wave 4 here, and then I would count this as a wave 1, and we could come down lower in a wave 2. So I've got another support area here, below which we must not fall. So key bullish support here in this scenario overall is 1589. Yeah, this support should hold if it's a wave 4, but if it's not, it could still come down and we have a 1-2 setup, and that would be at 1589. So that's the information you need. I will keep my expectation would be it's a wave 4 at the moment, but this can change. You know, we're doing micro counting here. Important is that if we get the 5 waves, then we have some clarity and we can say, all right, we've got 5 waves up. Next high probability entry point might be the ABC, and we sort of scale in at the end of the wave C. Yeah, if anybody wants to trade this still, ABC. So this could be a wave 1 if we get 5 waves, and then ABC could be the wave 2. If throughout today we see that it's doing something like this, A wave, B wave, and then C wave down, that we have here an alternative wave 2, then I will make you aware in the videos later today. We might get another entry point here for a wave 2 trade, basically. So that's what the market now needs to show us. We've got here two possibilities. Either this is a wave 4. At the moment, I'd be leaning rather to the idea this is a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, because it was long enough, right? Or let me just double check that. I think it was long enough. Gave you that requirement yesterday in the video that it needs to reach at least the 1.618 extension, which it did here. Yeah, it came all the way to 1670. It even reached the 200% extension, 1695. So it's a perfect target for a third wave. That's why I'm leaning towards this being a third wave, even though this move up looks fairly corrective, but it can always be a diagonal pattern, a leading diagonal that looks corrective as well. So I'm currently looking at, if we get 5 nice waves, in summary, yeah, 5 waves up, then this could be a wave 1 of 5. And then we can look at the wave 2 as an entry point. Or if we see that the move down is corrective and we get into this area, we've got a possible entry point. I'm not sure if I would trade this because there isn't really much in there, but you know, it is a possible trend reversal point here between 1629 and 1665. But that's where we are, right? And the only thing is, if we now drop below 1589, then this whole impulse probably failed. We did only have 3 waves up, and the whole mess continues. Yeah, the whole mess continues. But it looks like Ethereum wants to break out of the range. Yeah, sparked by a little bit of optimism yesterday generated during Jerome Powell's speech. That's when it started to move up. So yeah, we saw a little bit of excitement in the markets yesterday. A lot of altcoins also still don't seem to be finished with their rallies. And yeah, it's starting to get interesting. But the view remains, you know, we still only, also if I zoom out, we still don't have 5 waves up on the larger time frames, to make it more likely that the bear market low was in. So this is still all in the making. The story is still being written, but yeah, certainly for Ethereum, the likelihood is higher that the bear market low was already in than for Bitcoin. Remember, they have a different structure, especially off the June low. Bitcoin made a new low, whereas Ethereum actually made a nice 1-2 setup. Yeah? So that's certainly something we can observe further. Obviously here wave 1 to the upside and a possible wave 2 to the downside, and we're now rallying in a wave 3. That's certainly the possibility, and that has a higher probability than that Bitcoin's low is already in. And if Bitcoin's low already in, then Ethereum is certainly a wave, 1 wave before Bitcoin, right? So it's got some advantage. It started earlier into the bull run. But we'll see. It's all a bit too early to confirm, because also here this could just simply be an ABC structure and would then still make another low. It's something interesting. Yeah? It's something to observe. So we can only use the data we have, of course. But for now, we're following here the lower degree setups and entry points, and I will try to make you aware to the best of my abilities when a local top has been made here. So yeah, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.